This is the biggest bag that I've ever had. This is what I mean by I keep making mistakes. And according to the pattern, I have 200 minutes worth of sewing in ends. Okay, today we are going to see if I can crochet a blanket before Christmas. For context, today is December 20th, I think? It's Saturday, and Christmas is on Wednesday. And basically, my mother-in-law, I wanted to crochet something for her, but I literally could not figure it out. And last night I was talking to my husband and I was like scrolling through Instagram. I was like, do you think she would like this? What do you think? And literally 5 minutes later, she DMs me and sends me this little Instagram reel. And she's like, you should save this for next year. And I was like, Isaac, do you think that means that she wants me to make it for her? And he said yes. It's just a granny square blanket, so like it shouldn't be too bad, and it's chunky yarn. I'm at Michael's and I'm just hoping that they have the yarn in stock and that the website was wrong. And if they don't have it in stock, then I'm just gonna go to Hobby Lobby and get something similar, but I'd rather get the exact same thing. Additionally, it's gonna be a lot of yarn. It's like $100 of yarn. So I just graduated last weekend, so I have a lot of graduation money to use, so I got my dollar bills. I'm not spending money because I have like physical money that I never put in my bank. So like, girl math. But come with me for one of my first trips to Michael's. This is my second time going to Michael's, and the last time I went was like a year and a half ago. This is ridiculous. This is the biggest bag that I've ever had and the largest purchase I've ever had. I got 3 colors. That's what the blanket calls for. This is linen. I love this yarn. Light sage and cranberry. Thing is that the pattern called for 10 millimeter yarn and this is 5.5. So I was like, oh, I can just double strand it. So I got double the amount of yarn that I needed. And we're gonna see how this turns out. It's a lot of yarn. It's a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna start on my first square. Okay, so it is now Monday. So I didn't record it all yesterday or like anything else on Saturday, but that's okay. I've been working on the blanket a little bit and I do not have as much done as I want, but there's good news. My deadline has extended because we're not going to be opening presents until this weekend. So I got another 4 days. I truly have only done 3 squares, but it's because I kept messing up. Like I was not locked in and I would keep messing up. I have this one, but it's not done. And my video that was supposed to come out on Sunday is like trapped on my computer. Like literally, I've been having it sitting here loading for like eons. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna keep crocheting. So this is what I mean by I keep making mistakes. I was just crocheting. I wasn't thinking about anything. Girl, I sewed like 2 sides to the blanket. It could be a little hot. Anyways, so I'm going to frog this. It is a little bit later, but I finally got the video uploaded, so go check that out if you haven't seen it. And I made leaps and strides on this blanket. I have 5 panels now, so this is the full width of the blanket, and now it's just a matter of continuing the rows. Okay, so I am at my parents' house and I'm gonna crochet. I don't think my mom knows that I have a YouTube channel, so we're gonna see how this goes. So I've been crocheting for a while. I have finished the 2 rows. So my yarn is starting to look like this. This is what the red looks like. Beige is totally non-existent. I'm gonna have to start a new skein for that one. And then the green is totally fine. I've barely used that one. To make my life easy and not have a bunch of tangles, I'm gonna go ahead and cake these up. So please enjoy this very satisfying montage. Okay, this is the night before we left to go on our trip the next day. And like on that trip is when I was going to give her this blanket. And I got like 2 or 3 squares done that night. And then I decided that I was going to wake up the next day at like 6 a.m. and crank out some more squares. And you can see I made a lot of squares that evening and early morning. And I was locked in. I was in the zone, and I decided I would just crank out all the squares and then sew them together whenever we were in the car. And I used like a reading lamp, so it's like one of those things that goes around your neck so you can see the shadows on the wall. It was so funny, but I'm really proud of myself. I cranked out a lot of those squares that night. We have made it to Buccee's, and I got a coffee, and it was $1. And we got cookie dough. I've made a lot of progress on the blanket, but I need to sew in all of the ends, and according to the pattern, I have 200 minutes worth of sewing in ends. So, and we have about 3.5 more hours on our car ride. So that actually is just the rest of the car ride. I'll be sewing in the ends, and hopefully I can finish this by the time we get to our destination. Okay, so I finished all of the sewing in the car ride, and now all I have left is doing the border, which I've already started, and I have like 40 minutes on it left. And then I can give it to her. I have finished the entire border, and I have also sewn in all of the ends, and now it's time to give it to her. I'm so excited. You have reached the end of today's video. Thank you for watching this far. A little bit of a recap of the video. I literally made the biggest project I've ever made, and I've never made a blanket before, so I'm really proud of myself that I was able to complete it, let alone in such little time. And my mother-in-law absolutely loved it. It's literally still on her couch, even though it is the new year. But whatever, Christmas season throughout the year, because it's such a beautiful blanket. I hope I inspired y'all to make something big and go after your dreams. I guess I'll see you next week. Subscribe.